So today we did this cartoon zombie on Jamie. She loved it. And I started with some primer. I believe it's the NYX primer all over the face. Then I went ahead and used this green color correcting color from the Wet n Wild palette. It was the perfect shade of green for this look, I think. I set that in with some translucent powder and a sponge, and I started shading or shaping the mouth, and I added some purple shadow under her eye. This is from the Electric palette from Urban Decay. I absolutely love this palette for Halloween. It's perfect. Make sure that you blend that in into the green so you don't have any harsh lines. I got started on the brain. I'm just using a NYX lip liner in pink, and then I'm using a MAC lipstick all over the forehead. Make sure that you get that into the baby hairs. I really like using the lipstick because it's really smooth. And once you're done with that, make sure that you set that in either with the translucent powder or with a shadow. I believe I'm also going to use this shadow into the top lid. Yes, I am. And I really love the way these two colors look together. The pink and the purple, they're really, really, really beautiful together. And I am now getting started on the brows. I'm using a purple eye pencil. If I were to do this again, I would probably conceal the brows just so this color would pop out a little bit more, but I think it looks nice right now. I am outlining the brows with some black gel liner, kind of to make it look more cartoonish. And I am getting started on the teeth. So this is my first time making cartoon teeth. I really like the way they came out, but I'm so used to making skull teeth that it was a little bit weird at first. But you don't want these to be perfect in the beginning because you're going to outline them later on. You'll see. Right now you just want to worry about getting the shape right, or something close to the shape. And zombies don't really have perfect teeth, so who cares? I am outlining the mouth again just to make it a little bit darker, and I'm going in with the same pink that I used for the brain, and I'm using it for the gums inside the mouth. Also, if I would probably do this again, I would make the teeth a little bit smaller so I have a little bit more space for the gums. I'm going to outline the teeth now, and now you can see that they look very cartoonish. I added some shading in between the black line and the gums just to add a little bit of dimension and to make it look a little bit more realistic. And I noticed here that Jamie had a little bit more space in her mouth, so I added, I'm going to add 2 more teeth, but first it looks like I'm just adding some imperfections in the teeth, like some cracks and some shading just so they're not pearly white. And here's where I'm going to add the 2 extra teeth that I noticed she was missing. So just use the same color paint. I believe this is NYX cream line gel liner. I really like it because it's really thick and it's really easy to work with. I am now lining the lips, well, the other side of the lips, with this magenta color from MAC. It's a lip pencil, and you want to bring it out in the corner a little bit to make it look more cartoonish. I am getting started on the brain, and I really struggled with the brain because I really don't know what a brain looks like or how to make a brain, so I just drew a bunch of butt cracks and I added some shading into them. I used some black and gray shadows. I'm using the Artist palette, I believe, from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And now I'm adding some blue. I figured it would be nice to just go with a different color besides the pink and the purple, but I will still use the purple under the eyelid because it's so beautiful and it goes really well with the blue as well. So I'm just adding the purple now in there. Make sure that you blend everything in. Like I said, you don't want any harsh lines. And I am now getting started on the nose. It's basically, they look like teardrops kind of together. It's really easy. I'm adding some lines in her eyes, or her eyelids to be more specific, to make it look more of a cartoon eye. I would say. I don't know where I was going with this. I think I was going for like a cut type of thing. It looks like a piece of her skin is missing, so I just drew kind of like a square that's not too square, and then I added some shading in there, and I added pink as well, just for kind of like some muscle look. It's really cool. And now I'm going to contour her cheekbones. Who says that because you're a zombie you can't contour that face? Just kidding. And I'm doing the same on the other side. Not so much because of that cut. And I'm shading the under eye. And make sure that you grab a clean brush and kind of just blend any little bit of makeup in. And she's done. How beautiful. I mean, scary is she? Boo. Happy Halloween, everybody.